Dear Kenyans, for 10 torturous years, we have watched religious fanatics Wanjiru, Awor, Nganga, bishops, and imams sell their souls and hours to corrupt leaders, drowning Kenya in a cesspool of scandal and suffering. They have endorsed thieves who stole 9 billion from youth, 21 billion from phantom dams, and 5 billion from our sick, and 10 billion from our farmers, leaving us hungry, hopeless, and betrayed. These clerics live in luxury while we bury our dead from their endorsed chaos. Over 100 in 2017 alone, and watch our children inherit debt and despair. Kakuyo robbed us of 1 billion, Odero hid graves, and the church shanked us Kenya shillings 7 billion furnished in a pandemic. Dear Kenyans, this is our nation's crucifixion at the hands of false prophets and political vultures. I plead with you, cast off these shackles of blind faith, reject these fanatics who have peddled God's name for gold, who have blessed the architects of ruin. Think for yourself, vote with your eyes with wide open, and rip Kenya from the jaws of its corruption that's devoured us too far long. We are not their pawns. We are a people who can rise, reclaim, and rebuild. Please, dear Kenyans, choose independence over this decade of deceit and save our beloved land. There persists a deeply ingrained notion in Kenya that religious leaders are inherently trustworthy moral guides in politics, a reverence echoing the church's valiant stand during the independence struggle and Moi's oppressive regime. Yet over the past 10 years, this trust has been grotesquely betrayed by clerics who have been endorsed corrupt leaders, peddled influence for profit, and cloaked their self-serving agendas in divine rhetoric, leaving our nation ravaged by scandals, poverty, and moral decay. The evidence of the complexities in Kenya's descent into corruption is staggering and undeniable, and spans a litany of evils that have scarred our collective souls. In 2017, Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, a prominent evangelist and a founder of Jesus is Alive ministry, threw her weight behind political candidates during the general election, touting them as God's chosen, while their own wealth ballooned amid allegations of shady land deals and financial improprieties. As sprawling Karen mansion and fleet of luxury vehicles stood in stark contrast to the slums Aflock inhabited, yet our endorsements weighed for us, propping up leaders later implicated in the NYS scandal at the theft of over 9 billion meant for youth empowerment, siphoned into private pockets while unemployed soared. The same year, Prophet David Awor of the Repentance and Holiness Ministry mesmerized thousands with cryptic prophecies about Kenya's political fate, subtly aligning himself with ruling elites. His followers, dazzled by his claims of miracles, poured donations into his coffers, funding a lavish lifestyle, private jets, opulent homes, while the 2017 election descended into chaos, with forth-wreaking allegations of violent clashes claiming lives. A war silence on the ensuing corruption, including the 21 billion Kimwarer and Aror Dam scandal, were funds furnished with no dams built, exposed its complexity as a spiritual enabler of kleptocracy. Pastor Nganga, the flamboyant televangelist of Neno, didn't shy away from spotlight. Either in 2015, he faced charges for defrauding a businessman of 3.6 million. Yet by 2017, he was back endorsing candidates with fairy summons while dodging accountability for his own legal woes. His support helped poster leaders tied for 5 billion health ministry scandal in 2016, where medical equipment funds were looted, leaving hospitals barren and patients dying for lack of care. Nganga unchecked influence persisted into 2022. SC-packed figures later linked to the 10 billion fertilizer scam, where fake inputs crippled farmers and hunger crippled the nation. The Catholic Church, once a beacon of resistance, faltered too. In 2018, bishops issued statements subtly favoring certain candidates in by-elections, only for whispers to emerge of church funds being diverted to private accounts. By 2022, their muted response to the 7 billion COVID PP scandal, where cronies profiteered off a pandemic while Kenya's parish, revealed a shift from moral guardian to political accomplice. Their selective outrage spared leaders dead, obsessed, even as billions meant for relief vanished. On the coast, Islamic clerics weren't immune. After Sheikh Abu Drogo's 2012 assassination, his successors capitalized on this radical legacy, aligning with local politicians in 2017 and 2022 elections. These leaders endorsed under religious banners were later tied to 4 billion Mombasa Port corruption scheme, where customs revenues were pilfered, joking trade and infrastructure. The clerics' silence, or was the justification of divine will, emboldened a culture of impunity. The past decade prints with more Pastor Ezekiel Odero of New Life, whose 2023 arrest for alleged links to occult and masquerade shocked the nation, had previously opened with politicians whose policies staffed education budgets like the 6 billion laptop project scam of 2016 that never materialized. Bishop David Kakuyo 2021 scandal defrauding congregants of 1 billion through a Kesa Sacco coincided with his cozy ties to leaders behind the 12 billion sugar import racket, poisoning Kenyans with toxic batches while pocketing profits from 3 billion IEBC tender fraud in 2017 to 15 billion NHIF ace by 2020. Religious figures placed the architects of these thefts, preaching prosperity while Kenya bled. The unholy nexus has fueled violence to post-election clashes in 2017, killed over 100, inflamed by leaders. These clerics championed is enriched a few while millions languish. Youth, jobless, farmers, bankrupt, patients are treated, and infrastructure crumbling. The trust in religious leaders as civic paragons has been a Trojan horse, ushering a decade of plunder masked as pity.